First thing it says is if 0 lies between A and D, give a set of values for A, B, C, D. It says give a possible set. Does that mean there might be more than one way to do this?
Yes.
Yes, there might be more than one way. By the way, I have an ID for you. Okay, good. So I've got, there's going to be a couple possible answers. So if I was to label this the way that one is labeled, I have an A, I have a B, a C, and a D, correct?
Yes.
All it says to do is put a number between A and D has to be 0. Does that mean I can put 0 anywhere between there? No. Or do I have to put it smack dab in the middle?
Anywhere?
I can put what mathematics tending to precision. And what does that sentence say? Can someone read that?
Which one?
Go ahead. Read.
Problems and communicating.
I can use precision. Does anyone know what precision is? When you're solving problems or communicating ideas. Accurate. We're not going to be doing it in problem solving today. We're going to be doing it in communicating. So look on the right hand side. I can speak, read, the way I listened to some of you guys give your answers today. So we're going to work on precise, and you might laugh a little bit at some of the things I do from what you say, but you'll see what I mean about precision. Okay? So when it says put it between A and D, if I put it here, is that between A and D? Is this A and this D? Is this between A and D?
Yeah.
Yes. Is this?
Yeah.
Is this?
No.
No, I can't put the 0 there. So there's lots of answers to this one. So I can put 0 here and go, what would this one be then? Negative 1. This would be 1. Yeah, you're right. 1, 2. That's one possible answer, but I bet nobody had that one, right? Did anyone have that as their possible answer for A, B, C, and D? No? Someone give me another one that you did. What did you have? What did you have for A?
I did, for A, I did 1.
1.
And then in between, 2, I did 3 and 4. Now, okay.
Like this?
I said 2 and 3.
Okay, so
You did 2 here and 3 here?
And then for, and then I did 4, 5, 0.
oh, right here you made this 0. So if you made that 0, what was A?
I need to know what you did. What else did you do then?
Then I did negative 1,
And what was A?
negative 2,
What was
negative
D
3.
and D?
Okay. Does anyone see a problem with that one? At first I was thinking that she didn't put 0 between, but she did. But what was the error that we see? Yes? Yeah. What goes to the right of it? We learned this on Monday. I know we had to break off the day. What goes to the right of 0? The positives go to the right, and the negatives go to the left. So your placing 0 here was not a problem, but the way you wrote the numbers there out did. Did you see that? So you kind of want to reverse your order. This so always to the right for positive, always to the left for negative in a number line. Okay? Does anyone have another one you want to try?
Zero right by the C.
0 by.
And then right I did 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so
Negative 4, negative 5.
yeah. I would say a lot of things. Does everybody that didn't understand how to do it now know what you would do?
Yes.
0 can go anywhere as long as you go by ones, you go by. Do you always have to go by? You continue in the 2 pattern all the way on the number line. You can't go 2, 4, 6, and then go 7, 8, 9. Okay? We're going to talk about that today too. Good. So let's look at the second one. Everyone should know those in order. I think everyone got them right. Everybody say them together with me. -4, 0, 3, 5. Okay, now the next one's the tricky one. A lot of people did not do the part that says explain and show. You could make a number line, but you forgot to explain and show 2 and its opposite. So explain to me how I'm going to find 2. I'm going to erase everything on here, except 2 is on there, right? 2 is placed. So you're going to explain to me, and you might chuckle because I'm going to attend to precision here. I'm going to listen to what you say, and you're going to explain to me how to find 2 on the number line and how to find its opposite. So I'm going to go exactly what you say. Want to give it a try, Vikia?
Two, then I went over to the left 1, and then I put 0.
You over to the left one and put 0?
1. Oh, 1 right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
1.
You put a 1 here?
Yes, then I put 0.
Okay.
Then I did negative 1.
Okay.
Then negative 2.
Okay.
Then I drew an arrow to 0.
You
From
drew it
negative 2.
from -2 to 0.
Then I did from 2 to 0.
Okay.
And then
That might be your show. What's your explain? Why would you find the negative that way? How'd you do it? Okay, that's why we're attending to precision in language and communicating so we can all understand each other.
I did the same thing as her.
Okay? Same thing, which thing? Everything?
Just how she showed it, like that. How to get to the hoops and stuff, the arrows to it too.
You did the same exact hoops?
Yeah, well, I did to -2 to -1 to -0. I mean to 0.
Oh, so you did it a little bit differently. You're saying you went from negative. And then what?
Thing went to the positive 2.
What's the thing?
The hops. I don't know what they call it.
So I hop from here to here?
Yeah.
Or the
I just don't know what it's called.
I would start.
We start from 0, and then what I would do to get to positive 2, I would do 2 jumps over it.
To the
Right.
you. Get to 2.
I wrote down to get to 2 positive, go right 2. To get to -2, go left 2, go 2 left.
But you're forgetting the most important thing from yesterday. Where do you start?
start at 0.
Start at 0. Do you remember what we? But I know we had a day off because we had dare in between. So you always start at 0. So that's the difference. You said the same thing. What did Vikia do that was different? Did anyone notice? It was a little different. No, she didn't actually do that. I erased it already so you can't see. What did you do?
She started from 2 to 0.
You started with 2 and went to 0. So you start at 0, you realize 2 is 2 over, so then you go back to 0 to go the opposite direction to find the opposite. Okay? So that's what I wanted as an explanation. What I really wanted was to have the 2, you go over to get 2 to get to 2, like Logan was saying, and then you go left to find this negative, the same amount. You go 2 to the left. So I want you to be very precise and to the right to the left. Okay? So that's the exit ticket. Hold on to that to use for studying for your test. Then I want to know if I had everything erased on here, this is going to go off of what we just talked about with one of you. I can't remember who said it. I want you to plot 150 on that number line. Who can do that? Plot 150. Logan, go try it. Maybe. See what you come up with. You can all on the back of your piece of paper do it too, so I kind of see if you guys got the same idea or different than him. There's lots of ways to plot 150. Everyone turn your paper over and plot 150 on a number line. Oh, you can redraw the lines inside. They kind of fell off. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. These were just where the ticks were. Everybody kind of do it so I can see if you've got, everybody could have a different one. This is lots of ways to do it. Make your number line and plot 150. I want. There's like 14 people over here. There probably could be 14 different ways to do it when you talk about it. So just do it. Does everybody agree at 150? Yeah. Do it correctly? He went to negative 150 also. Did he have to do that? No. Do it just kind of underneath, even though it's not going to be perfect. Can you do it underneath? Still looking at people eating theirs. Where did you go back? Okay.
Yeah, I took that cookie too. Well, so maybe you want to remove some of them.
Okay. Does everyone agree that his is applied at 150? Does it work on this number line? No. Why not? What? Yeah, if he was supposed to do it on my number line, would it have fit? No. But what are you thinking? Doesn't it?
I could have started over.
Huh? If he makes a number, if he could extend it, but let's say my paper, that's all the bigger my paper is. That my paper ended there. There's no more room. So, but I think he thought of something out too. What'd you come up with? Question, he said, do you have to go negative? Can anyone answer that question? Does he have to go negative? You say yes. How many people say yes, he has to go negative? This is the precise question I gave you. Go ahead. 150 in the number line. Do you have to go negative? Can anyone answer this question? No. You did not have to. So what are you saying now? And then would it have fit? If you would have started with 0 here, it would have fit. And going by 10 would have been a very appropriate scale to use because it would have filled up the paper. Think about I give you this big of a line, do I want you to only use much of it? No. I want you to fill it. I want you to go. The only piece you really need is, what do you always start at? 0. I only need this much. And look how big my number line is. Line.
If I were to put that on a test, would it still count as a right answer?
You would have, yes, but is it using the full space? On there. They're all going to be squished together. Do you see what I'm saying? So you still want appropriate numbers when you think about it. So 10s work. Would there be another one that would be kind of appropriate as well?
25.
25s could work. Would 2s work?
No.
Probably not. Not enough room. Okay? So, good. So those are the misconceptions. Also, if you skip count and you do a number that you're not very good at, like maybe you do 3s and you end up messing up when you get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and then you go to 15, you go to 17 instead. Do you know what I mean? You could actually make a mistake easily by doing that. So you want to be careful and skip count by a number you can. Okay? Those are the things I want you to be aware of. The next thing I want you to do is open up your new packets to page 3. And we're going to be talking about our learning target today. So who can read what our learning target for the day is?
I can't see it.
Who can read what my learning target? Kiante, nice and loud, please. Integers. Integers. Do you remember from Monday what an integer is? I know we had a day off here there, but what's an integer? We played War Integer, but it's not a card game. What are the integers? Positive and negative? Whole numbers, because our cards happen to be whole numbers, right? Are they fractions or decimals? No, so our integers are going to be whole numbers. They're not going to be the numbers in between. We'll get to that later, down the road. So we're going to talk about using precise language, and specifically when you go to a bank. How many people have a savings account? Everybody? Not everybody? Okay, good. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We have KW. Is I'm going to read a scenario to you. Where's your packet? Okay, pull it out. I'm going to read a scenario. Open up to page 3. Page KWL. Underline it with. You're going to decide if you know that word already or if you need to learn it. You want is for Tim's 13th birthday, he received $150 in cash from his mom. $50. And then write received under the know or the want to know. What about the already? Yeah, the know, already know, or the want to know. We're only using the first 2 columns right now. Because they didn't teach it yet, so you didn't learn it yet. Received? The learned is what you might have learned today. We'll do that last. Received. So who tells me what does received mean? How many people put it in the know side? I know it already. Okay, what is received?
Excuse me, that is not
To like get something back, receive it from.
Given.
You're given it. Someone gave it to you. So if someone gives you $150, is that positive or a negative integer? Positive. So right above it, would you make a little plus sign? Right above where you underline. Right, make a little plus sign. Okay? His dad took him to the bank to open a savings account. Everyone underline savings account. And put that in the want to know, or already know, or want to know. Savings account. You put it in the column that's for you. Make sure you write savings account in one of those 2 columns. What do you think? Who has it in the know and can tell us what a savings account is? Because if you know it, you can tell us. What's a savings account? Kiante. A place where you save your money. So if you have money, or you're getting it from your birthday or something, and you want to save it for something bigger, you might go to the bank and put it in a savings account. Savings account sometimes makes a little bit of interest, so it's a good idea instead of just putting it in your sock drawer. If you put it in your sock drawer, it's still going to be $10. But if you put it in the bank, you might have $10.10 later. Do you know what I'm saying? It'll increase in the long run. So if you don't need it right now, put it in savings. Okay? Is it an integer? Because it's something you have. Okay? Positive. Tim gave the cash to the banker to deposit into the account. Debit. Deposit. Make sure you're putting them in the 2 columns also. Money and trying to put it in the bank in my name, so is it positive or negative? So above the deposit, put a plus. Continue on. The banker credited Tim's new Tim, he a deposit, and you all told me that what's that mean he's doing? He's giving me a check. This is your $150. Give it to me, because I'm the banker. So he's depositing, which was positive. Now I'm taking this money. This is his check of $150, and I'm depositing, or I'm crediting his account. What am I doing to his account? I'm putting it in. So he's depositing, I'm crediting, so it's adding it up. So crediting is kind of the same thing as, so it's like a synonym. Everybody okay with that? Okay, so put your plus on top of that. And I bet some of you have to put credited in the need to learn, right? Or want to know? I noticed the last class, a lot of people didn't know that. Because what do you know about credit? What's your prior knowledge of credit? Credit card. Who said that? What's a credit card?
Something where you put your money in.
Cameron. Wait a minute, say that again.
A credit card is has money inside of it, and
It does? It has money inside of it?
No, it has money on it.
It's like connected to your bank account, and then you
Get money out of it.
They find out money out of it.
No. You guys can write this in what you're going to learn right now. It is not any of that. Shh. No. You're right. You get to swipe it and it pays for it. But it is not. It is not taking money from your account. You guys got to stop talking and listen. It is not taking money from your account.
I don't want to just want receipt.
Credit card is something that you never want. Okay? Credit card is actually some company, Visa, MasterCard, or some other company that's giving you this, American Express, they're saying, here's a card. Go ahead and buy whatever you'd like. This is your maximum amount. We'll charge you for it later. So it's not coming from your bank account. Okay? It's like a loan. A loan will have interest the opposite way. It's not the same as the savings account. So don't get confused between crediting your account with different. Debit card takes money out of your account. If I have a debit card and I have $100 in the bank and I go try to buy something, yeah? Okay, let's keep going so we can get through this. What's a negative?
No. Credited.
No, we talked about credit cards being negative. You're depositing 150. Give me the 150. Now I'm putting 150 in his account. Am I making him lose it? No, it's positive. Crediting is positive when I credit your account. If you have a bill and you go pay it off and they credit your account, they're paying it off. They're giving you a plus on it. So credit is a plus. Credit and deposit are synonyms. A credit card is the opposite of credit. Don't get the two confused, okay? It's kind of like that to the right and to the left. Credit's over here, credit card is over here. Okay? All right. That is a confusing one. That's why that's what should be under the one to know or in the learn later today. So where was I? And gave him a receipt. What's the receipt? We'll just be quick on receipt. Don't just split out, please. I want other people to answer. There's other kids that haven't had a chance to talk. Receipt. Yeah, and generally the time of day and all of that. And why do you need a receipt? You need to not blurt either. I'm sorry? Sometimes if you want to take something back and return it, especially if it's a gift receipt and you want someone to be able to take it back if it doesn't fit or it's not the right color. Yes? If you don't want it or doesn't work for you, yep? Okay? Say it.
Proof of purchase.
Proof of purchase, so that they know that you purchased it so that you can get a return on it if you need to, or the money back or whatever. So 1 week later, Tim deposited another $25 that he had earned as an allowance. So we've already done deposits, so we know that's a plus. But what's allowance? Write allowance down. Allowance, put it on one of your two columns. Where's your packet? Yeah, oh, right there. Allowance, what do you guys got for allowance for me? Somebody new, somebody that's middle that's not talking. Allowance. We all know what allowances, right? Yes. Devin, what's an allowance?
Like you do.
Money you're going to get for doing a chore. Very good. Okay, so it's positive or negative on allowance? $35, underline withdraw $35. Please, please. Shh. Withdraw. Put it in the column. I'm getting this. Withdraw. Right here. What's your name? Withdraw.
Isn't it where when if you go to don't you and take out money from there?
Then you take out money. You can go to a Shazam machine, or you can actually go to a teller at the bank too. They let you withdraw going there too. You withdraw, you take money out. So if you're taking money out of your account, is that going to be positive or negative? Negative. So put a negative above that word. Okay, that's going to be a minus. To buy a new video game. Tim's dad explained that the bank would charge $5 for each withdrawal from the savings account, and that each withdrawal and charge results in a debit to the account. So I want you to underline charge $5 and debit.
Is that a positive?
Charge $5 and debit. We did, because we kind of talked about that in advance. What's the charge? $5. Oh, we already said that, didn't we? No, we didn't. We didn't.
It's to asking you to pay money to give out money.
Yeah, they're asking you to pay money to get a withdrawal, to take out of your savings account. So if you're going to take from your savings a lot, you probably want it in a checking account instead, because a checking account you can take out whenever you want and regularly, right? Okay, instead of a savings. A savings, sometimes they give you a penalty for taking it out early. They want you to keep it in for a certain amount of time. Okay, so if it's a charge, then it's what, positive or negative? Negative, because they're charging you extra to do a service for you. Okay, so now is that going to be a synonym or an antonym to debit? Let's listen, Let's listen to the sentence again. Tim's dad explained that the bank would charge $5 for each withdrawal from the savings account, and that each withdrawal and charge results in a debit. Because it results in a debit, so they're the same. So what would a debit be? Negative. Because think of a debit card. Now, what you said about a credit card, this is true of a debit card. If I have a debit card, where is that money? In my account. So when I swipe it, it comes right out of my account. If it's coming out of my account, it's negative. So it is a negative. Okay. But in opposite of each other. Everybody got that? So now your job is to actually flip over to page 4, and we pretty much each individual below is an integer as a number, positive or negative, and then we're going to graph it on a number line. So who can we? You were reading it. With $0. So what would be my integer? There. And then what are you going to do to graph that? What are you going to do to graph that? You just have to put a tick mark and put a 0. Because you have to always start at zeros. That's all you needed to do. Okay, that was an easy one. Who can read the second one? Read the second one. Chianti. $100 deposit. What integer will represent a $150 deposit? Cameron? What?
Fives.
Oh, I'm not talking about how to make the number line yet. I want to know what integer represents it. Just the 150, right? You can put a positive in front of it if you want, but a positive in front of it doesn't have to be there because a regular number is positive, what you've been working with. So you can either do this or that. What would be a good way to represent that? Remember, our line is much smaller than the one I had on the board to start with. How can I represent 150? Now this is where I'm going to attend to precision, so tell me what I'm doing. Cante. Put the 0 on the side. Huh?
Okay, right now, we're going to be looking at,
That's gonna take too long.
But how do I do that? What do you mean count up? I'm already off my graph.
Start from
Precision. So start from? 0. I did. I started from 0. You said start from the side. So be precise. So it's okay. See what I mean, guys, about precision? Start on the left side with 0, and then what? Work on this one? Yeah, let's do something else on this one. I think I'm going to run out of space. Okay. Good. That worked, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
When you're trying to fit it in a small space, you can group it big. That's fine. Shh, gotta stop blurting out. Okay, read the next one, Devin. Minus 150. Do you guys agree?
oh no, now, over in the y space.
Why?
Because, and mark 0 on it. Where was the 0 going? This is your first one.
Remember Tim, come back up here. Cameron? Remember what Tim did?
Yeah.
What did Tim do?
Oh, he gave you a
But well, no, give me the right term, precision.
he
He deposited money by giving it to me. What did I do with his money? I credited it, which also gave him not more, just the 150 that he gave me. So were we doing the same thing? So there's synonyms. So if the deposit was a positive 150, what's the credit going to be? Positive, right? Yes. So then again, you can do the same one, or you can make a different number line with a different. So I could go by hundreds. I could go by 100s. And then what up in my dot?
110.
I've been forgetting to put my dot. I would put it right between. Could you do that?
Yeah.
You could do that. Or you could do the same one over again because it's the same number. Either way. Read the next one from me. Right here.
make a deposit of $25.
Make a deposit. What would be the integer? Yep. Do you agree? 25? Thumbs up or thumbs down for 25? Everyone votes. Bailey vote. It would be because 25 is positive. So now what would be a good, I'm not going to draw it. Someone tell me how. Precision. Explain it. Here, go. Count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Did that help me draw my precision? Tell me what to do. Five tick mark. Make mark, okay. Count by five. So 5. She thought about it and said, make your tick marks first. Start with the left, then count by fives, and she meant to say to the right, right? Count. Logan. A bank charge of $5. Manager. How many people agree? 5. Thumbs up, thumbs down. A bank charge of $5. Thumbs up or thumbs. A bank charge of $5.
What? I'll get this now.
Be confident. Don't look at everybody else's answers and change your mind. This one here was one of the only ones that had a thumb down. But she wanted to change your mind. Tell me why you wanted to have a thumbs down. A charge takes away. Shh, Bakia, shh. A charge takes away. So it should be negative, not just 5. Do you see that, Logan? So it should be negative 5. So now, Precision, who can tell me what to do for a scale. How am I going to draw my graph? Devin?
You could go 0, -1, -2,
I could go 0, -1, -2.
No, go to the
No, you didn't say that. Precision, hun. Start again.
So you
Okay.
go. You start right in the at the right end, and then you go 0, -1, -2.
Do you see how he caught himself as soon as he saw my picture being drawn? That's what we do so often. You always start just assuming someone's going to do what you want them to do because I'm thinking on the same page as you. But if I really attend to what he's saying, what I did was what he said. Correct? Read the last one for me, please. Go ahead. A withdrawal of $35. Integer, please. Integer. Negative. Negative 35.
Then make 7 tick marks, and then go to the left,
Cameron, give me a try on this.
and then you go.
7
Make
tick marks.
Start on the right side, put a 0, and -1.
Negative 1.
Yes. -2. -5. -10, 15, 20, 25, 30. One more.
One more. Oh.
6.
Okay? It would equal 30, but then you'd have to go to the 45, and you have to put a guess mark kind of in between where you think. We'll catch that tomorrow. But on 6, I want you to use your and I want you to do this as a review. Put the names of those words that go in the positive, the names of those words that go in the negative. Well, your elbow partner you have an elbow partner with. The ones that the desks are side by side. Be precise mathematically. How about these two and those two and those two and those two? Nice try. How about that? Oh, Quentin, stay with your partner though, hon. You got a what? Oh, then come on up and be 2 instead of 3. Thank you. I did not know. You forgot to tell me at the beginning of class. So you're deciding if the letter, these here are positive words or negative words. And put them off as you put them on. Okay?
Gain is
Positive.
Not yet.
Positive.
Credit is positive.
Talk with your partner and see what see if you guys agree. Okay. Oh, guys, you didn't listen to directions. We skipped this page and we went on to this one. You weren't paying attention.
okay. So lose it.
You have to relook at your positive. You should only have 4 in there, so you have 1 extra. Yeah. You should only have 4 in there.
That was my
Okay, let's do our final review then. What is a gain? Thumbs up is going to be positive. Thumbs down is going to be negative. Everyone's going to do the final review with me. What's a gain? Negative down. So is it positive? Gain. Girls, pay attention. Okay, what's the next word? Loss. Thumbs. Thumbs.
For what?
Loss. Yep. Okay, next one. Deposit. Synonym. Tim and I, Tim and the banker, deposit and credit are the same. Debit. Down. Withdraw. Down. Owe. And with receive. Receive. Guys, have a good day. Homework is page 7. Don't forget to know that. It's on the board. Did you turn it off at all yet? Did you send the paper to me? Because I
think I did.
sent an email saying it was attached, but I couldn't find it. Look at my email real quick.
Didn't attach it.
Or maybe you didn't attach it. Just, if you did, maybe I just missed it. Let's see your observations on this. Oh, I just went down. Where is his observations on? I don't see it. Do you see it?
Sometimes you have to lower something. Go up to the top.
I just don't see it. Okay. And then you'll send that video then too?
Yes.
Okay.
It won't be soon. It takes a couple hours to do something.
Okay.
Send it somewhere.
Oh, gotcha. No problem. Well, it'll be a couple hours before I can sit down anyway.